Lafayette, how you doing? This is Ken Obasi Leslie. Sunday night, everybody's looking at Super Bowl, but I just had this this thing inside me to do a video, put it together, talk about some things, talk about art and alchemy, and and talk about things from the spiritual realm, So plus we're going to look at some of the my art, and at the same time, as I always do, I got my music going. John Coltrane. Coltrane Time is the name of the LP, and name of the tune is Shifting Down. LP that he did some time ago, probably in the late 60s or whatever. Right now I'm not able to locate the album cover, but nevertheless, John Coltrane. Okay, this is one of the pieces that I have worked on, and the piece is called Maat. It's Maat. Which Maat is she's a goddess. Also it's a spiritual state, also in the Kemetic science. It's about balance. It's about like doing all the right things at the right time, and all of that. But Maat is a Egyptian goddess, and she's about truth and fairness, and she's also about justice. Maat is the daughter of the sun god Ra, and consort, wife of the magical scribe god Thoth. So Maat is the wife of Ra, which is he's a deity dealing with writing and sciences and alchemy and all of those things. Now, basically what we're essentially talking about, we're talking about energies, and we're just talking about when we talk about deities, and we're not talking about worshiping any deities or anything, but we're just talking about understanding who they are, and to be able to visualize who they are, and to connect that with who we are inside of ourselves. It's like to visualize and connect it into our DNA, through meditation, visualization, through repetition, through whatever it takes. So basically, Maat is about integrity. Maat is the goddess of fairness. The goddess and integrity. She promises truth and justice. Her symbol is a feather, which she uses with a scale of justice to weigh the heaviness of guilt or deceit within a newly deceased soul's heart. So, it just says there's a Kemetic saying that we're dealing with the heart chakra, that your heart should be as light as a feather, and which really means that you're not carrying all that stuff from the world, and it's just that you're just going inside and getting in touch with the flow and the energy that's inside, and whatever's happening on the outside, just let it happen. Just let it flow. She has impeccable abilities to discern true character, honesty, and motives in people. Maat, when you invoke Maat, you keep dishonest individuals in situations away from you. So Maat is about the crystal clarity of things. Again, I'm going to, and this is my painting of Maat, and because I always feel that a lot of the deities are either blue or green, in terms of what they're about. Like some of the superheroes are blue and green. It has something to do with the blood, but that's something we would get into a little later. But if Ma'at deems your motives to be true and pure, she'll treat you with the warmest love. If not, then she will put you through rituals and trials of purification, or you can engage in rituals, lifestyle and changes, affirmations, and ceremonies to avert her trials and bring you to her comradeship. She doesn't judge. She's truth itself. She don't have to judge. She's just like, she is truth. And Ma'at also oversees legal matters to ensure harmony and honesty. So it's all also about legal matters. It's about fairness. It's about balance. It's about like truth, transparency. It's about crystal clear truth. It's about purity. So basically, what we're going to do today also is we're going to pull some cards dealing with, the message from Ma'at. And, is that, and the message that Ma'at is telling us, at the moment, and it's just that, so I've already shuffled and pulled some cards from the and what I'm dealing with is the Osho Zen Tarot. This is a lot of times I use the Orisha Tarot, but I also love Osho. It's just that I don't find Osho is as deep as Orisha Tarot, but I find the cards sufficient, So, and right now we're just gonna, deal with some things, in terms of the energy of Ma'at and what Ma'at is telling us at this time, And again, just like I said, Ma'at is about purity, balance, truth, about doing things the right way. There's also a situation called the 42 Laws of Ma'at, which is something that I may get into a little later, to talk about the laws of Maat, but basically we're just kind of dealing with the energy or the message of Maat at this particular time, and just give you another image of Maat. And so the first card I pull is no thingness. No thingness. As you notice that it is totally black. Totally black. Nothing. And no thing is about. Yeah, let me take you to my art here. No thing is about being. Buddha has chosen one of the really very potential words, shunyata, the English word equivalent to nothingness. It is not a beautiful word. That's why I would like to make it nothingness, because nothingness is not just nothing. It is all. It is all. It is vibrant with all possibilities. It is a potential. It is potential. It's absolute. It's potential. It is unmanifest yet, but it contains all. It's all possibilities. In the beginning is nature, and in the end is nature. So why in the middle do you make such a fuss? Why in the middle? Because becoming so worried, so anxious, so ambitious, why create such despair? Nothingness is nothingness. It is the whole journey. So, so basically, what we're dealing with this card is nothingness, and it's almost like dark energy, and as you, excuse me for 1 second. And Rocky was trying to get into the conversation and whatever, so we had to, kind of shut the door, Now, as I said, that nothingness is all possibilities, as I said, like dark energy, the chaos energy, everything comes from darkness. So, so that is the first message from Maat that is given to us, right now, Now our next card is creativity. So this is definitely a time to be creative. It's because like things are uncertain. Every day you hear about something new, whatever, But when it really comes down to your own personal life and to your individual endeavors, it's about time to be creative. It's time to be creative. Now, from the alchemy of fire and water below to the divine light entertaining from above, creativity is a quality that you bring to the activity that you are doing. It is an attitude. an inner approach, how you look at things. Not everybody can be a painter. And there's no need also. If everybody's a painter, the world would be very ugly. It would be difficult to live. And not everybody can be a dancer. And there's no need. But everybody can be creative. Whatsoever you do, if you do it joyfully, if you do it lovingly, if you act and do everything purely, if your act of doing is not purely economical, then it's creative. Let me repeat that. If your act of doing is not purely economical, okay, then it is creative. If you have something to grow it out within you. If it gives birth, if it gives you growth, it is spiritual. If it's creative, it is divine. You become more divine as you become more creative. All the religions of the world have said God is the creator. I don't know whether he is the creator or not, but one thing I know, the more creative you become, the more godly you become. When your creativity comes to a climax, then that's when your whole life becomes creative. You live in God. So he must be creative because people who have been creative have been closest to him. Love what you do. Be meditative while you do it. And it doesn't matter whatever it is, So that, we're talking about creativity. And that is the second card that was pulled from Osho's deck, just showing you, and we're talking about the energy of, or the message from Maat, and, she's giving that message to us for this dispensation, for this time right now, And so, it's just that, we just keep in mind that we have to be creative and come up with things and not depend on what we're told all the time, And, but my next card here is trust. And as you can see, there's somebody like flying in the ether, in the air. Wow. So the next card is trust. And I'll give you a little bit of what Maat is saying about trust. It says, don't waste your life for that which is going to be taken away. Trust life. If you trust, only then can you drop your knowledge. Only then can you put aside, and with trust, something immense opens up. Then this life is no longer ordinary life. It becomes full of God, overflowing. When the heart is innocent and the walls have disappeared, you are bridged with infinity. You are not deceived. There's nothing that can be taken away from you. That which could be taken away from you is not worth keeping. And that which cannot be taken away from you, why should one be afraid of its being taken away? It cannot be taken away. There's no possibility. You cannot lose your real treasure. So basically that's, because like a lot of times, we get in these situations where, it's just that night and people worried about, losing this and losing that and somebody copying this and, blah, 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 but in the state of true creativity and whatever, you're the only one that can do it. And then you could just do it over and over again, and I mean, in other words, yeah. I mean, hey, we're living a matrix where things should be copyrighted, yeah, But hey, you make the choice. We make the choice in terms of what we want to copyright, what we don't, From a standpoint of my artwork, I made copyrights and pieces, and then but from the basic thing of that there's nobody else in the world that can do a piece like the way I do it, and vice versa in terms with other artists, it's just that hey, I mean that is my signature. That is my style, that's my spirit, and and if somebody feels that they have to steal it, or if I'm selling it, or if I'm selling prints, or whatever, so hey, so be it, or whatever, But I'm sure that there will be enough people to purchase what needs to be purchased, and without any worry, So hey, it's just that it's just kind of like trust takes care of itself, or whatever. It's just that people get stuck because they don't trust. They get stuck in analysis paralysis, or whatever you want to call it. And so sometimes you just have to open up that heart, and and just let things flow and do what you got to do. So basically, that is what we're dealing with, that card. And the next card here is politics. And Lord knows we've been in the realm of a lot of that here lately. So it's just that. Wow, this is, if you can see that card, there's a snake and a mask, and look like a man, behind the mask. Yeah, take a good look at that one. And that's pretty. Whoa, that's pretty deep. But anyhow, dealing with politics, and I'll take you back to Maat, and anybody who can be a good pretender, a hypocrite, will become your leader politically, will become your priest religiously. All that he needs is hypocrisy. All that he needs is cunningness. All that he needs is a facade to hide behind. Your politicians live double lives. Your priests live double lives. One from the front door and the other from the back door. And the back door life is their real life. Their front door smiles are just false. Those faces looking so innocent are just cultivated. If you want to see the reality of the politician, you would have to see him from the back door. There he is in his nudity, as he is, and so is the priest. These two kinds of cunning people have dominated humanity. And they found out very early on that if you want to dominate humanity, make it weak, make it feel guilty, make it feel unworthy, destroy its dignity, take all the glory away from it, humiliate it. And they have found such a subtle way of humiliation that they don't come in the picture at all. They leave it to you to humiliate yourself, to destroy yourself. They have taught you a kind of slow suicide. Yeah. So again, it's just all that stuff that we're listening to on the news and dealing with every day, and all the charades or whatever you want to call it, the bottom line is, you cannot believe anything that you see on television, and it's just that, hey, because it's basically all the charades, so that's politics for you, and the last card, the last message from Maat is patience. It is patience, and and that patience is a very important aspect. Because like one of the things is Maat speaking again. We have forgotten how to wait. It is almost an abandoned space. It is our greatest treasure to be able to wait for the right moment. The whole existence wait for the right moment. Even trees know it. When it's time to bring the flowers, when it's time to let go of all the leaves and stand naked against the sky, they are still beautiful to the nakedness. Waiting for the new foliage with a great trust that the old has gone and the new is soon to be coming, and the new leaves will start growing. We have forgotten to wait. We want everything in a hurry. It is great loss of humanity. In silence and in waiting, something inside you goes and it grows. Your authenticity, your authentic being. And one day it jumps and becomes a flame, and your whole personality is shattered. You are a new man. And this new man knows, the ceremony is that the new man knows life eternal juices. So basically, and that is one of the problems that we have, when it comes to, because I get out here and people driving like crazy and going in and out of lanes and whatnot, and where are they trying to get to? It's just sad. For some reason, we're trying to get nowhere fast, and because we lack patience, we lack the thing that we need in order to grow, in order to be abundant, I don't care what you're into, music, art, whatever, trying to grow your business or whatever, it takes a lot of patience. And, because everything, and at the same time, it's just that, like, because if we deal with each moment by the moment, and enjoy what our moment is, and get into our moment and be there, be in the presence of our moment, then we won't worry about those things in the future, or we won't worry about trying to get somewhere from that moment to the other moment, as quick as we can. We just savor everything that has to be in that moment, and that moment will manifest into the next moment naturally. So basically, again, I just wanted to, talk a little bit about Maat, and again, there she is, just and I pulled 5 cards that are dealing with the message and energy of Maat for what we have to deal with right now. And so, Yeah, excuse me, I got Sebastian is over there. She has a book in her chair and whatever, so she had been trying to get into the lecture or whatever, because basically if she sees me lecturing or whatnot, she always wants to be a part of it and everything. But yeah, again, I just want to thank everybody. Now, my aunt, say this, she helps with addictions and cravings and overeating. She clarifies confusing situations. She's discerning. She discerns the truth and integrity in others. She's divine magic. She's integrity in commitments for oneself and others. She's orderliness, protection against deceit and manipulations. She purifies the body, and so basically, one of the implications for her is if you're confused or undecided about a situation, ask my aunt to help you clarify your true intentions. She'll give you insight into other people involved into a situation as well, because you call upon her through. Be absolutely certain that you're willing to face the truth and the possibility receive information and possibly receive information that you don't want to know, such as being told about someone's lack of integrity, for example. When you're ready to work with my aunt, she'll show you her respect by sitting upright, and she'll say, "Beloved, powerful Maat, please come to me now. You are the shower of truth and integrity. I need you to shine your light upon whatever the situation might be or name. Please shine your light on truth onto my mind and heart, helping me to feel and know its wisdom. Please help me release any narrow thinking that could blind me from the facts, and help me use the truth as the foundation for all actions. Thank you." And that's it on Maat. And thank you for hanging out with me. And it's just that until next time, Odabo.